Well, the last time Manchester United and Newcastle United faced each other in the league was an epic 3-3 draw that looked to write the early season form book in the league. The other teams behind Manchester United will be hoping that there's much more of the same today. We are down to the final 6 games of the Premier League season and coming off 2 very impressive wins. Coach Popovich's Manchester United side appear to have steadied the ship after a slight slump of 3 rather inconsistent form games with 2 losses, where they lost the unbeaten season and the unbeaten league, and then a draw against Leeds United. But they've bounced back, and now they are just 6 points ahead of Liverpool in the chasing pack, with around 6 games left to be played. They could wrap it up in the final 3 games of the season if things go their way, and that has been the story of the season. 104 goals. And as we've said plenty of times over the course of the last few games, it really has kind of coloured the shadow over Manchester United's rather poor performances in defence. That is something that Gregg Popovich, or maybe even somebody else, if the rumours are to be believed, that Popovich will not extend past the end of the season. And we've been talking a bit about that. And the bookies say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could be the next man in charge next season, and obviously rumours of Rafael Varane maybe coming in after him as well, and that would be pretty harsh on Popovich, but he has achieved the objective of winning a trophy here in England, and he already is a Champions League winner, of course, so nothing could really take that away from him. Most interesting people in the Newcastle United side today: Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson, both formerly of Bournemouth. Dean Henderson continues his strong form in goal at the moment. Tadhim Menji comes in to partner Eric Bailly in the centre of defence with Brandon Williams and Foster Mensah on the fullbacks. It's a bit of more of a diamond formation today in the midfield, with Fred and Matic behind Marta van der Beek and Lingard, and Alassane Plie is up top by himself today. So Newcastle having a very respectable season, I think just outside the top 10 in mid-table. Oh, Henderson really having to reach for that, really commanding his area. That's one thing that Popovich has been very praiseful for Dean Henderson. He really commands his area well, and he did so there. Jolton with a great cross into Ryan Fraser. Dean Henderson makes a splendid reactionary save, and he is on top form at the moment. That's a very good attempt by Ryan Fraser. That really could have gone in. What a save by Dean Henderson. And the former Manchester United man, Steve Bruce, will have a hard time beating Dean Henderson today. Hopefully we haven't put a jinx on him. As Newcastle take this corner, and Fraser gets a foot to it. It falls to Ansu, I think it was, and it was blocked out by Nemanja Matic. And he gets the throw in. Brandon Williams to Jesse Lingard. Plenty of experience in the side. Alassane Plie, Jesse Lingard. Lingard looks up and fires off the post. And Lewis is going to beat Marta to that, unfortunately. What a strike by Jesse Lingard. He looked up and fired off the post. Brilliant move here. And now Hatsu's away. He's beaten Brandon Williams. And almost a deadly counter-attack by Newcastle United. Now Manchester United are here on the ball. And the defending has not been great by both teams so far. This is a fast, fluid attacking game here. Marta. Donny van der Beek. And that run is over. Manchester United board, and Ed Woodward in particular. Don't forget, Ed Woodward is stepping down at the end of the season as well. So there is going to be a lot of change at Manchester United for next season. Plie to Nemanja Matic. Alassane Plie. Oh, that almost went in. It's been a frantic first half. Great attempt there from Plie. So with Woodward stepping down, and that man probably stepping down as well, Popovich. And as we said, bookie's favourite to replace him if he goes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which could be very interesting indeed. And on to Callum Wilson. Gets past Menji, and Menji does really well. He's not really featured much under Coach Park this season, sadly. Sonny Plea has definitely had some touches. 2 shots off target. It's not slowed down the obvious Plea. It's a bit harsh really, but he has had a flying start to his Manchester United career, that's for sure. Newcastle here to take the corner. And Callum Wilson has put it in. And finally there's a goal. And Callum Wilson's been threatening that for the whole first half. And with Liverpool winning, this could really turn the tide of the title. That's a wonderful corner. Manchester United really have struggled with set pieces this season. It's a wonderful header by Callum Wilson. I don't think there's much Dean Henderson can do about that. And he's had a stunning last few games. Yeah, nothing you can do about that. It's a thunderous header by Callum Wilson. You can't blame the defenders for that. Wonderfully taken goal. Callum Wilson could really head it with the best of them. 11 goals for Callum Wilson this season. He's had a great return, coming over from Bournemouth after they were very unfortunately relegated, and Eddie Howe left the club. And Newcastle United have the lead. Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. Almiron has taken off Donny van der Beek. I think he was trying to find Plea with that one. In with a one-time pass, but cut out by Fosu Mensah, and he sent away Juan Mata. And here come United. Mata with the cross into Plea. Great save by the keeper. Darlow with a fantastic reactionary save off a header by Alassane Plea. That's a great save by the Darlow, to be fair. And Wilson cut out by Menji. Can Manchester United muster up one more chance with Plea? Now Mata. They've certainly played well, United, in this first half. Sends in the cross. Lingard's going to miss it, and Darlow's going to gather it, and that's going to be the end of a brilliant first half. It's a shame we only have 1 goal to speak of from Callum Wilson. Fantastic header off the corner, but both sides have been attacking intently today for the first 45. Let's see if they can keep it up in the second. Newcastle holding a lead, which could have a say in the title race. Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. And Arsenal are trying to steady their own ship. Bukayo Saka has scored for Arsenal as they take back their lead against Leeds. Leeds United in a relegation battle and looking to pull off one of the greatest escapes in the Premier League history. It'll be right with the day of Bournemouth, and that's come off Menji, I think, and it's a goal for St Maximin. And I think that was a poor touch from Teddy Menji that caused that one. Callum Wilson, rather extravagant celebration in front of no fans, unfortunately, but might as well celebrate like they're there. It's a great cross here. Menji really, yeah, it came off Menji. And to be fair, it is a wicked cross. Menji probably should have done better with it, but it probably came in a rain of knots. There was nothing really he could do. And Newcastle United will have their own say in this title race. With Liverpool winning, the pressure's on. Callum Wilson gets his 12th for the season. And Manchester United are in a spot of bother here, down by 2-0. Newcastle are playing well.
Number 13, Callum Wilson.
Oh, it's not that Manchester United have played badly. That touch from Menji really was the cause of it. But to be fair, it was a wicked cross. And Newcastle will probably have that jotted down for the future of this matchup. Well, what a stunning end of the season we're going to have here. And like we said, the opening loss that United suffered against Wolves, Van der Beek has scored, and they will not go away, Manchester United. They will not do it. And a wicked cross here from Lingard. Only Van der Beek doing the rest. Darlow, nothing he could do. Great control there from Van der Beek. Wonderfully done, to be fair. Well, it looked like at one point that Liverpool were going to be surefire to retain their title with the run they went on, and then they lost. Manchester United kept winning and kept getting the points right up until the FA Cup against Wolves, and ever since then the rest of the league has grown in confidence that they can beat this side, but they still have that fight in them, and Donny van der Beek has halved the lead. Newcastle United 2, Manchester United 1 now. In the final 40 seconds. Running on time here. Fraser. St Maximin. Here's Hayden. cut out by Lingard. Time is up. And there is not enough time for Manchester United to make one more chance. They go down today to Newcastle United, who've played ever so well. In particular, Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson, who linked really well today. Manchester United did not play poorly by any means. The second goal at least was unlucky, with a wicked cross coming off Tenji Menji. Nothing he could do about it. It fell to the striker to score, Callum Wilson that is. Manchester United did pull one back through Donny van der Beek, but at the end it wasn't enough. And this is going to be a very tense end of the season. The gap has come down. Newcastle United 2, Manchester United 1. So let's take a look at all the scores from the weekend and what that means for the Premier League table. And as we said, with 6 games to go, it's got a lot more interesting. Arsenal beating Leeds in the end by 2-1. They could still finish above Chelsea, which would be an achievement considering the wretched season that Arsenal have unfortunately had. Liverpool 3-0 winners against West Ham United to keep the pressure on the top, and the lead is now just 3 points. Leicester City really looking to consolidate fourth. They're having a tremendous season, and they won by 3-2 today. Crystal Palace 3, Brighton 0 in a vital win for their push towards safety. Aston Villa beating Fulham by 2-0. Chelsea being surrounded by the same scoreline. 5-1 winners for Manchester City against West Bromwich Albion. And then we had later in time with Wolves beating Burnley by 2-0 to have continue their stellar season. And Ryan Mason's Spurs side aren't going away from this title race either. They beat Sheffield United by 2-0. So the lead is now 3 points between Manchester United and Liverpool at the top, with Ryan Mason's Spurs side just a point behind. This really could go down to the final day. Leicester City in fourth, just 10 points behind, and pretty much looking a little out of it now. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's going to be enough time for them to mount a late title challenge. City in fifth, followed by Chelsea and Arsenal. The status quo there. The real outlier there is Leicester City. It's been a traditional top 6, top 7 kind of season, with the outlier being Leicester City, but then Brendan Rodgers really doing an admirable job there. Wolves in 8th, still with a chance of finishing above Chelsea and Arsenal this season after a stellar year for Nuno and his side. Newcastle United to win against Manchester United puts them up to 9th, with Burnley completing the top 10 at Everton's expense. West Ham 12th, followed by Aston Villa, Fulham, West Brom and Brighton. The battle at the bottom. Leeds have been dealt a blow with Arsenal's victory over them, but they still remain ahead of Southampton as they lost to Chelsea. Crystal Palace are the ones that benefit with their win today, and they're now just 3 points behind Southampton. But everything really does look like it's going to go back to a final day, and what a kind of change that is to what it was at the midpoint of the season, where it looked like Manchester United were going to run away with it, and relegation had almost been a surefire for someone like Leeds and Sheffield United, as they were so far down in the relegation zone it didn't look like they could escape. But for Leeds United, at least, the greatest escape almost ever really could be on. Do not move. The 2020-2021 season still has almost everything to play for.